Hello everyone, I'm Melinda, NailFanatic. Welcome to our daily tarot vlog for September the 1st, 2018. We're gonna get started in this new month with some words of clarity. And being that this is the first day of the calendar month, I want to see what is the major message for us through this month of September. Those of us who are attracted to watch this video, regardless of what your zodiac sign is, this is not about your zodiac sign. This is how you're choosing to vibrate at this time. So the high vibrating tarot vlog. So let's see what is coming out of the words of clarity for us today. Also, thank you all for all the love inside the love bucket. We do have some tickets in here to start us off for the month. Those raffle tickets are only $1 each, but the reading is invaluable when you get it. Okay, so let's see. Here we go, here we go. All right, so we're coming into the month with the healing, the word healing coming out again. And as we step out of September, we take peace with us. So I see healing being very strong here. The bottom of the deck is blocking. So, okay, blocking. Something that we have been blocking. We're making some changes here. And we're opening it up to where, first off, we've been healing it. That's why we find ourselves ending up with peace here. So, where have you been asking about a blockage, or do you have a blockage? Where have you been thinking about blockages in regards to what you want, what you would like to create for yourself, the things that please you, your desires, everything that is sacral chakra energy, your sexuality, your sensuality. And again, blocks comes out. Look at that. So there were things that you wanted, but you felt that it was blocked from you. And you looked at those blocks with the determination on the face of this big old gorilla right here. And you said, I am the master of the material world. I'll demolish you. And it was like a Hulk smash moment. That's what this healing is about, this bringing all this peace. So look, and even at the bottom of the deck, here how I have them positioned on the table, we see the brown gorilla staring at the blocking like, yeah, I bust through all this. Why? Because the brown gorilla is our King of Pentacles energy. He is the energy of earth and stability and the ability to manipulate, and the one who's mastered the material world. In other words, I think about what I want, I decide what I want, I invite the energy of what I want, and then I get it. And part of the getting it is being ready and listening for that gotta take a dump urge to go and catch those blessings, for that moment where the spirit is calling, saying it's time now, go now. Where am I going? I don't know where that, I've never been there before. Oh, well, it doesn't matter, just go anyways. And you're like, you go, and then magical happenings occur and gifts are bestowed, wishes are granted, and signs are seen. If you know what I mean, at the very least, it's what you know has come into being through the signs that you see. The Eight of Coins and the Queen of Cups coming out of the tarot today, the Tattoos and Tarot deck, is saying that you have been knowing, you've been working your intuition. You've been working your intuition. Your intuition is working over time. Your intuition is proving very productive for you. Your intuition is something that you're gaining from, increasing in your physical world. You've got a strong momentum going as far as the accuracy of your intuition and your ability to receive right now. You got a real strong momentum going for September. So expect September with this Knight of Swords, opportunities to have, first off, opportunities to have discussions. What kind of discussions? Some of these discussions are going to be about emotions that have been pent up for a while. Some of these discussions are going to be about which vision, what is the vision you have for your career. Some of these discussions are going to be about what is the vision that you have for your financial flow, and what does productivity mean to you in your life. You feel productive when fill in the blank. What is that? Okay, and this is about you having that vision and having the ideas and the understanding and the plan to execute, to carry that out, to, and this is part of the breaking through the blocks, the blockages that were there. There was blockages, and now with this brown gorilla over here, he's saying it's time where all these blockages are broke through. And this healing and this peace energy that's over here is saying that we're at places where we can do more than ever before, because we've been healing all of these ideas, outdated, archaic, control programming ideas to keep you sedated, to keep you calm, to maintain the status quo. And we're not biting onto that anymore. We're not embracing that anymore. We chose to turn around and see what else was possible in this. And in choosing to do that, we found that a little bit of more intensive emotional flow, a little bit more attentive attention and focus created a shift that was producing and is producing, is going to be producing, because I'm reading about September, so it's already happened. We're talking about September, and it's barely starting. We're barely on the beginning of this. So, and it's also saying that with as far as you've come, it's saying keep going further. There's still more for you to do. You're confronting all these negative. This Knight of Swords is right now saying he's ready to battle all negativity. Battling all negativity. If it's your family members, if it's your coworkers, if it's your neighbors, if it's the people at your gym, wherever it is that you're embracing, holding on to, allowing, receiving, accepting, choosing negativity, you are not any longer. You got to a point where you just fed up, done. I don't enjoy this conversation. It's not anything that I need to be talking about. Thank you so much. I'm going to let myself out of this conversation. And people are looking at you like, did you hear what they just said? And you're already gone, so you don't even know. But if you were there, you would have said, yeah, you heard me right, bye. But see, that would have been too slow, because you were like, I gotta get out of here, I can't stay no more. I just can't deal with this. I don't need to deal with this. Because you realize that those types of energies are blocking. What are they blocking? The word underneath it, pleasure. They're blocking your pleasure. They're taking you out of your zone. And one thing that we've been learning and experiencing and being more and more aware of the experience of is our pleasure is good for us, especially when there's all love, peace, and happiness inserted all up in it. It works well, not only for us, but for the others, because it frees us from owning what is not ours, burden-wise, mentality, ideas, words, and philosophies, and it allows us to maintain and nurture our own. What feels good to your soul? What feeds your spirit? What feeds your bliss? Whew. I did that once before. I'm going to have to do something about my seating arrangement here. Got arms. No, I don't play basketball, whoever you are that asked. I've been asked that so much, but okay. I see somebody who knows that the blockages that you cut through were romantic, karmic blockages. So what is that saying? You used to deal with people who were toxic, who would put up verbal blockages to everything you said you wanted to do, have, or be. There was like, oh, you think you can do that? Yeah. Why don't you just call somebody to do that for you? I don't know if you should be messing with power tools. I don't know if you should be trying to accomplish this. I don't know if you think I don't think it's a good idea for you to go over there. You know, you're making good enough money right here. Why would you go ahead and try to do that career? Why would you try to stretch yourself like that? Like, I think you should just be happy with where you're at and what you have. And you all the while said, look, I know what I have, but I know I can have more. And I'm not afraid of all that stuff. Now, was this in a relationship? When somebody was trying to ask you to accept and settle for a relationship that was not up to your pleasure, your standing, your standards, your class, baby, up to your class. Was it in your class or not? If it wasn't, you were like, I'm not dealing with this no more. Where before you used to settle, okay? And some of this is friendships as well too. But definitely in romance, there's a strong, you used to allow people to quiet you, calm you, stop you, stomp down on your lights, put you in that controlled place that was so appealing to their ego, to have control of a creature such as that. You know, if they catch a unicorn, whoo, they go try to be all on the news. They go talking to Oprah. If they can, they go and talk to everyone they can. You know what I'm saying? So now you see it. You recognize that by allowing it, you're choosing to give your power away, and you say, I'm not doing that no more today. I'm excited to do this reading. Okay. There's a Queen of Cups out there, and what I'm saying in this, what you're watching this, and you have been asking for a vibe to be sent to your lover that you have gone round and round. There's this old song, and that's what's saying, round and round. And I can't remember it, but it's like 80s, 90s. Anyways, whatever. And you've been asking for the vibe to reach. And so what I'm hearing for you is, yeah, that can really work, and it's working. Be careful what you wish for. Be careful what you wish for, okay? Because I'm getting the feeling of an asking for retribution, for a reciprocation. You know what? You might get exactly what you asked for and find that it's everything that you don't want when you get it. So be very careful about that. All right. For my fellas, we're going to go fellas first. We're going to use the universe has our back. What is the message for the fellas at this time? Let's just got that. For our brothers out there who are living in their skin and trying to get in where they fit in with themselves in a world that says, oh, those emotional things are not for you unless you're lesser than we thought of you. Wow, really? Is that the type of stuff that they're telling to you? What it's saying is, you know better, and they will always try to attack what they can't comprehend themselves, and you don't have to understand why they can't see and why they can't understand, because it's not for you. It's so far from you, it's so far removed from who and what you are, that it's a blessing that you cannot comprehend how they could do and be in this way. How they could leave the effect that they do and just walk away. Okay. All right. So I don't know who that's for. This is the card for the guys. It says, I choose love no matter what. Guys, reoccurring theme lately, you choose love no matter what. So no matter how they receive it, no matter what they comprehend, no matter what they're talking about, no matter what the options are, you choose a loving path. I am hearing that you have done enough of the choosing outside of love that you've experienced enough of having to eat that fruit and diarrhea don't feel good. Because this stuff is rotten. When you don't put the love in it, what grows is not as healthy. And when you choose to put the opposite polarity of love in it, likewise, it sours and putrid is the word that is coming. Putridifies the fruit. Okay. Ladies, what is the message for my female viewers today? What is the message for my female viewers today? Thank you all for putting more love in the love bucket. Thank you all for allowing me to be a channel of love to you. Thank you for choosing me for your personal consultations and sharing me with all your friends from all the nations. All right, what is the message for my ladies today, Love Source God? What do we say? Okay. If there's a bustle in your hedgerow, don't be alarmed now. It's just a spring clean for the May Queen. It is to truly flourish is to release all the tension that holds me back from letting love pour through me. Okay, didn't we just have this yesterday? Okay, ladies, how can we look at a situation? Oh, that's lovely. Oh, God, thank you. Yes, please and thank you. So, is a assertive reaction possible of holding love in it? Absolutely. When you yell at a child who's about to hurt themselves, to cause them to halt their actions, to save them from cut, burn, bruise, or other forms of pain, you assert yourself with a ferocity sometimes and an urgency. Sometimes you raise your voice, and sometimes you take a physical stance. But is there love in it? Absolutely. Because the decision to do so is with the well-being and the protection of the child in mind. Now, likewise, you sometimes as being of another mind, of another plane, of another vibration, understanding love in every form, in every conversation, when you receive something that is so dangerous and so volatile, sometimes you will respond and it will not be with a smile, and sometimes it will be with the stern voice, and sometimes the love is the most difficult choice, because it's easier to sate another, it's easier to succumb to their desires, it's easier to succumb and humble yourself and be submissive to their commands in some situations. Some of you have been holding on a guilt from speaking the perfect words at the perfect time because they came out with aggression, with ferocity, with volume, that your words may be perceived. And they needed to be received in that way, because if you cannot bring them up to your vibrational level to play, the only way to make a meeting of the minds from time to time is to make that deliberate choice to go down from my level to your level so that I can reach you. And sometimes it comes with long, strong, hard, loud words. But is there love in it? Because just like to a child, the words are sometimes strong, but they are always protective in love. Likewise, with your fellow brothers and sisters of humanity, there are different ones of you who are different ages. No, not your physical ages, not even a timeline ages, but levels of spiritual understanding, overstanding that are different, which is truly an awareness of the self. You're not all in the same place. So sometimes you speak to them in a way that saves face, because it helps them to see the space that they are in. Because in the end, we are all simply another reflection. To truly flourish is to release all the tension that holds me back from letting love pour through me. All right. That is our general message for September 1st. Let's see who won our first September Radical Raffle reading. Yay! Sherry Baby regarding Pappy. Okay. Let's see what's the message for Sherry regarding Pappy. And I'm hearing to use the... Congratulations, Sherry. I'm hearing to use the magical unicorns for you. Sherry Baby, Sherry. Let's see what your card's gonna say for Sherry Baby in regards to Pappy. So when you get your Radical Raffle reading ticket, you are able and allowed for each ticket to put a word on it. Whether it's the same word on all tickets or you want to put a different word, just make sure you got the same number of tickets as you got words. Okay, so let's see what's the message for Sherry today. Here we go. Change. The changes that you're going through are positive. Notice this horse coming down this lighted path, getting ready to go through a doorway. This doorway takes this horse from this horse. It's a freaking unicorn. It's a magical horse with the horn. Ah! Okay. And I'm literally seeing someone pull up in the car and honk. Girl, if you're somewhere and you were thinking, oh man, this is crazy. Oh my goodness. So it's like, okay. Thank you. So in a spiritual sense, you are in this place where you're standing on the side of the street, spiritually speaking, right? This is just an illustration. So you're standing on the side of the street and you're like, oh God, how am I going to get there? I want to get there. There's someplace I need to be. I know that there's someplace for me to be. I know where I need to be, but how do I get there? Well, what happens is this car, I see a blue car and it pulls up right up to you and it's like, it reaches to a stop right in front of you, and you can see inside the car the driver is doing like one of these because he's slammed on the brakes to stop right in front of you. And it's like, you rang and it's like, we're here to give you a ride. We're gonna give you a ride to where you need to be. So what is this? This is just this doorway here for you, Sherry. You're going through major changes. You know you're going through major changes. Just remember to keep yourself like you are. You're a very peaceful person. You're loving. You may be fun as hell and you may give some people, you're not. Okay, here we go. So Sherry, all that you need to carry you from this place to that place is going to be made available. Let's try this again. Oh. And see, there were two pillars. There were two pillars and there were two phone calls. And these were two phone calls that I didn't reject as I usually reject. So there's two pillars. There are two more things that you will not reject as you used to reject, that are going to be a travel vessel for you, spiritually speaking. So there are two beliefs, two ideas, two spiritual truths that are coming, and they're going to pull up and be so obvious right in front of your face, Sherry baby. And you're looking for a opportunity to take and reposition yourself closer to what fulfills your desire. And so those two opportunities are coming in, and they're coming in really quickly. And taking these opportunities, and here's the thing, it's going to be two things where you weren't willing to look at this before. You weren't willing to consider it before. Whatever this is coming up for you. What is this? We asked about Pappy. I don't even know what Pappy means. I don't know who is Pappy. I don't know nothing. Okay? But that's the message I'm getting for you, Sherry. Let me go ahead and let me see what this, clarify this change card that came out for Sherry right now, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Here we go. This is interesting. I have the Four of Swords, the Princess of Cups, the Four of Wands, and the Princess of Wands. The Eight of Swords is at the bottom. There's a focus. This is about a focal point. What is Pappy? Who is Pappy? What is Pappy about? What I see is the gateway doubled right here. Okay, so I talked about a gateway. These cards have that, what's that called, where it starts one way and it ends the same way, and in the middle is, so it's not parallel, anyways, it's like mirror reflection. We have two fours, we have two princesses. This is about messages, good news coming in. You have good news coming in. Good news coming in that's going to really help you have more peace at home. This is going to help you make some changes that you've been called for. You have the Four of Wands and the Four of Swords. That's like 11, 11, 11, 11. Right now. Right now, that's what it is. Okay? And the Four of Wands came out with the Princess of Wands. So these changes are really good for you. It's going to really change everything as you got them going on in your house. And I feel that it's going to come in again. This is what, I don't know who Pappy is or what this is about, but I really feel like this has a lot to do with your intuition. And as it came up even here, the Princess of Cups is speaking of your intuition. And it's saying that in your resting period, you're going to get some new ideas about how you are going to go through this gateway. And these two opportunities that I saw from the pillar, I don't feel that you know what they are yet. And then we have the 8 down here. So it's like you have a message, 44, 88, and 11, 11, 11, 11. This is really wild. The changes in your life are monumental, Sherry. You're going to have major changes in your life right now. Who is Poppy? You're going to have to tell me more about Poppy, okay? The bottom of the deck is share. So with all that said and done, Sherry, it's not, I mean, it says as close to possible as this deck has of your name on the freaking card on the bottom of the deck. Like, how much more clearer can it be? Well, I hope it's really crystal clear to you, because I don't know nothing about Pappy. I don't know what this gateway and why I kept saying horse when it's a unicorn, and what is this all about? Anyways, I absolutely love and adore you. And I'm hearing, why do you not know about it if you're the psychic? Well, because there's certain things that I'm to know and that I'm just to deliver. This is about your life. And the other part of this is there's other people watching this besides just Sherry. And there are things that Sherry hasn't told nobody, that she's never mentioned to anybody verbally, that when I speak on it and I don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm hitting on specific points, she knows exactly what I'm talking about. It's the same thing that happens with you when you're watching this reading. Okay? So, love you. I'm out of here. My website, if you want to know more. Oh my gosh. And here we find it out. Sherry, old friend, passed away years ago. Well, honey, he's trying to talk to you from the other side. Are those dreams that you be having? What is this? You got help. In other words, Pappy's like, girl, I'm in spirit. Don't you know? I'm finna pull up with the ride. We're gonna go where you need to go to get to the other side, get to the other place, get to where you want to be, see what you need to see. What is that? Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I looked up and caught that. I'm so glad I looked up and caught that comment. Thank you, Sherry. Didn't even know you were watching. I haven't been really looking at the names on the board today. I see Maria. That's not okay. I see Cherie. I see Michaela. I saw Melinda, Maisonette. Hey, girl. I see. Who else do I see? Anna. Christine. Okay, guys, I love you. I'll be back with some more readings for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's fill up the love bucket. Let's get some more free radical raffle readings out. I'm going to give some more freebies out at the end of the month with the raffle tickets that didn't win drawings. I got a lot of great feedback about giving away the painting and the crystal, and I just love being a part of this energy, guys. Okay, love you, bye. Gotta go. I didn't sing my song for you today. How's that feel? I'm just curious.